Well, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. And thank you, Jesus. It's around that time right here on KAZ Radio, where I have one of my most favorite shows, Stella Girl Radio with Stella Lewis. Take it away, Stella.
Hey, Stella Starlights. How y'all doing this evening? As always, thank you so very much because you could have been someplace else tonight, but you decided to come and hang out with me. Listen, I know some folks been wanting to know, where is the neighbor? Listen, my girlfriend is really working hard. She is putting everything out there for her cultural arts program and also for the apprentice program. She is really in the grind right now. I talked to her earlier today. Would love to have her back on the show. Nay, nay. So basically tonight, just want to sort of kind of continue on with our piggyback on you and business and you with you. So a question that I have today is, what about me? That can go so many different ways. What about me? I remember there was a time when I didn't get the opportunity to speak up for myself. And it's like, I couldn't say what I wanted to say because I didn't know how to say it. Well, now, since we saying, what about me? It says, have you ever asked that question of yourself? And that could be interpreted so many different ways. And when you think about it, how did you ponder the question? What about me when it comes to a companion, when it comes to marriage, when it comes about children, when it comes about education, when it comes about the career, when it comes about anything, and you go, why not me? Or what about me? So you can say you've been struggling, trying so hard, and you go, what about me? Why is it not working for me? Or either, why not me? You know, I can do it. Why not me just getting it started or whatever? But sometimes the doubt in those in the part of what about me comes from, it starts like in some of your relationships, starting in childhoods, statements that were said to you from parents, siblings, relatives, teachers, classmates, church members, affiliates, and so forth and so on. So in saying that, it's like you be wondering, what, you know, how can you go forward in the things that you want to do when you have all this negativity that's in your forefront? Is, I mean, from childhood, there's things that are said to you, the teasing, the this or that from so many different people. Well, remember I said I had a story. Well, I think we all do, but sometimes we're afraid to let other people know that we all have flaws and we all came from someplace other than where we are right now. So my first encounter, and I remember it like it was yesterday. Some folks probably say I'm crazy, but I'm here to tell you that I remember this. A Southern church goer asked my mother, how you so pretty and you have such a tar black baby? Now, just with that alone, I remember it like it was yesterday, because this woman was dark-skinned herself with red lipstick. And it stuck with me all through my life that being dark was an issue. You weren't good enough because you were dark, or nobody would want you because you were dark. You were not good enough because you were dark. My mother was a light bronze, beautiful woman with coal black hair past her shoulders. So her having this chocolate baby with her was like, where'd you get her from? And why did you let somebody get that close to you to make that so? So with that happening, then you continuously all through your life feel that you are not worthy, because those words continue to come. You still don't get the guidance, you still don't get the attention, you still don't get the things that you need to help you be a better person in your life, because everybody is looking down upon you, or that's your perception, I should say. But at the same time, you don't feel the love. You don't feel like anybody cares. And to have someone tell you in your relationship, you better do what he say, because you'd be lucky if you get a husband. Yeah. Okay. I took that. However, that's how you end up choosing wrong people in your life, because you feel that only the people that are speaking to you are the people that are supposed to speak to you, and that you're lucky that they are even speaking to you. And however they treat you, you have to tolerate, because you're not supposed to be married anyway. I'm just saying. So when you get into these relationships, you tend to have time about yourself where you forget who you are. You forget who you are, because you've been told to be good for someone else, that you are supposed to do these things for someone else to love and care for you. You have to be this other person. So with all of that, you know, there comes a time when you figure it out for yourself that this isn't how you want to live. You don't want to be this way. There got to be something different. So why not me? So when you say why not me, or what about me, then what do you have to do, or how do you feel that you can change things, or do you even think you can change things? So in my journey of changing things, direct marketing changed my mindset. I never wanted to sell anything in my life. And y'all know, y'all heard this story. I never wanted to sell anything in my life. I didn't help my kids sell candy, for fundraisers. A little bit of things that I did do was cards or stuff like that, but that was it. Now, when I started getting into it, it was about the positive things of sisterhood and how the encouragement started coming. I didn't understand it. I was like, here's these women that are uplifting each other. They're encouraging each other. They're inspiring each other. They come together in these big events that are like unbelievable to me. I've never seen that many women that came together for one specific thing, and that's to celebrate everybody. They coming to celebrate everybody, everything that you've done, anything that you thought you was going to do in the business. And that sort of kind of made me feel proud of being a part of that. However, I still was afraid to speak. I still could not stand in front of anybody or say anything. It was like the words were not correct. It was like I was so afraid of putting it out there that people are gonna laugh at me and say, look at this little black girl up here trying to talk. She don't know what she's talking about. Until I saw Gloria Mayfield Banks live in living color. The energy that was in that room was unbelievable. The inspirational speech that she gave was phenomenal. Being there with my director, Tyra Thompson, was even more, because after that, it was just all about the positive push, the positiveness to help other people, the service, to do all of these things to make life better for others that turned my light bulb on for me. I never could figure out what it was I was supposed to do. Even in being in that business, it still wasn't enough for me, because it was still at that point, still about me chasing the car, chasing the relationship, chasing the money, chasing all these different things that they wanted me to chase. But then when I figured out that it wasn't about that, it was like, okay, my higher power got a different frequency for me. And I started feeling different. It was like I kept seeing things that were bigger and bigger and bigger. When they got to talking about vision boards, and they come bringing out this little square piece of paper, and I was like, my vision is a little bit bigger than that piece of paper. I said, I can't do it. If I put one thing on that paper, it would take up the whole paper. I don't want to cut up these little pieces of paper and put it on there to fit in this small little box, because I'm out the box. I'm not in the box. So how can I put my vision in this little box? I can't do that. I can't express how many people get stuck in the box because they want to continue to put things and tell you how to put things in a box. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's just, you have to understand that until you allow yourself to remove negativity out of your life, out of your speech, out of your head, out of your soul, you will continue to have issues of doubt and disbelief in yourself. You cannot feel that you can say something negative about somebody else in a harmful way, I'm saying, in a harmful way, and don't think that some of that is going to fly back in your face. I'm just saying. So when, I get to this positive thing that I have in my heart and my soul, and I have to say it because I try so very hard every morning to wake up with a thankful thing to say. I thank God every morning for waking me up, open my eyes, let me have my breath, all of that. I make it intentional for me to say. But I also am here today because I believe that I can. I believe that I will. I also believe that there's more for me of what I'm doing, because it feels so good in my heart and in my soul when I'm on here with you guys, when I'm talking. I'm here to tell you that there are so many people that have walked up to me and said, I love your content. I love your show. They may just view it in passing or whatever, but just the fact that people have watched and had their own experience of, I can do it. I remember that vision I had. I remember dreaming about becoming such and such. I wanted this program long time ago. I wished I had started it. And the first thing out of my mouth was, aren't you still here? You're not too old. It's not going to kill you to start. It's not going to stop you from starting. But I had to come to this part in my life to understand that I used to couldn't say what I wanted to say, but now I can say it because I know how to say it. It's like, how do you not understand at some point in your life that you have to stand up for yourself, and that it's all right for you to say it. It's all in how you say it. I have learned how to really, really, I hate to say it, I've learned how to cuss a person out without using one profane word. And it's like, how can you not take up for you? I have allowed people to walk all over me most of my life. I was too afraid to talk. I was a yes person. I was anything to allow people to like me, to make me be this person that everybody, wants to talk to, but don't talk to me because I don't know what to say. But now I know what to say. I love coming on here talking to you guys. I love so very much for to be able to be of service to anybody. I love putting on events. I love promoting things. I love being of service. I love being of service because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It has nothing to do about me. Nothing. Because if it was all about me, I wouldn't be on here. I'd be out here to probably be a car driver. I'd probably be, and meaning that I do have a car. Matter of fact, I just got one. Her name is Ruby. She's so pretty. And basically trying to make all of these things from other people is something that I never could understand for myself to do. But being in direct marketing showed me how to network. It showed me how to talk to people. It gave me confidence. It gave me the tools that I need to not to be afraid to dig into things, to look for other stuff that I need to do. I never would have came into this. Somebody else mentioned this to me of doing a podcast. And then when they did mention it to me to do it, I didn't really know what it meant. I didn't. I wasn't sure how it would come about. JT Turner, already know, Brother Turner. Yeah. So when that happened, it was like, it just was so clear. It was just like I had gotten to that point of not being afraid of speaking in front of people. I can set a room on fire if I have to, and talking and introducing a person. I've done it several times in different events that I've been in. And being a part of that was half the battle of just being myself, just being Stella Girl. Being Stella Girl is an amazing thing because she was created out of the love of my third husband, Charles Lewis. When he told me and said, "You don't have no friends?" I said, "No." He's like, "So you can go out without me?" I said, "But I'll be going by myself." And he was like, "Well, you need to get a life." It's like, you need to get out there and really see what it is that you can do. You need to understand what it is that makes you happy. And once I started doing that, I started seeing a different person. And when I saw that other person, it just started, going. I was already Stella, but Stella Girl was somebody totally different. And it just helped me blossom into a totally different, timid, very quiet, don't want to say anything to anybody, to the person that sits in front of you today. Our life is always going to be rolling. We're always going to evolve. Life changes and we got to change with it. And we have to also understand that we have to play a large role in who we are and loving ourselves and understanding where we are and where we're going. I applaud all the entrepreneurs that are out there because you decided to step outside the box. You decided that the regular 9-to-5 was not going to be your end of time position. You have made up your mind on what it is that you want to do in life, and punching that clock is not it. It could be a whole lot of different things that you can do down the road that can have several different streams of income, as they always say. But at the end of the day, it's what you do for free that gives you a lot of joy because you did it from the heart. You didn't do it for chasing the dollar. I had to learn that one too, because chasing that dollar will elude you. You won't get what you're looking for because you going by any means necessary means you're not always doing everything properly. You just want those numbers. And when you get those numbers, sometimes you don't have the quality people that you need to keep those numbers up. You're steady pulling out of your own pocket. Believe me. So at some point, you really have to know what it is that you are trying to do to make your life better. And that's basically it. You just have to figure it out. And then when you start figuring it out, then you'll know exactly what it is that you're doing. So how can you figure out the rest of the things that you want to do? Is by looking at your soul and understanding what it is that you need and want. So I'm getting ready to do my announcements. First and foremost, again, I like to thank you guys for always coming in and talking with me and wanting to know different things. We are still wanting to keep the businesses intact, and people want to come on and talk about their business. That is still available. If you have a business, an event, or organization, and anything that you want to talk about, we are global. You can be anywhere in the world. We are global. We can do a Zoom. You can come into the studio, whichever, but you need to put in the comments, I want to talk. So when you put that in the comments, I want to talk, I will reach out to you so we can set up a time for us to get you on Stella Girl Radio podcast. I would love, 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 love to have you on here. We also, again, the fundraisers are coming up. If you know anybody in your community that's doing a fundraiser, I don't care if it's one candy bar that you buy, every dollar that is spent and collected will help that organization reach their goal and what it is that they're doing. I will be having one at the end of this month. I will tell you what that is and give you the proceedings on how to be in Stella Girl Poppers. That will be the name, and you will be so surprised how easy it is to be part of this fundraiser, because you don't have to wait on anything. You order, it comes to you, it's done. The other thing that's coming up, since it's so late in the year, and I really hate that we didn't get a chance to do any bus trips this year. The Order of Eastern Star, the Lady Elect #4, Daughter Crawford was the name, but it was Queen of Sheba. And we used to do a lot of fundraisers, have people come through and do some. Our Ladies of Divine Distinction, they also do a lot of different things to raise money to donate to our organization. I am so excited about so many different things that are going on. Then in February, we putting it together for Valentine's Day. Y'all listen, when I tell you, it's gonna be live music, a DJ, dinner, pajamas, vendors. It's gonna be off the hook. I cannot wait for it. It's gonna be so awesome. Y'all gotta stay tuned for that one so I can let you know how much it costs, where it's gonna be. It's in Cleveland. I can tell you that now. It will be in Cleveland, Ohio. So there's not a whole lot else that I need to say tonight, other than, I always, always, always love the fact that you guys have come in. And just keep in mind always that my eyes are to see you, my ears are to hear you, my shoulders are for you to lean, and my arms are to hold you. But my heart is always to love you. It's been a great night. This is kind of short, but I had to say what I needed to say tonight. So see y'all next week. I may have me a guest. Maybe it'll be the neighbor. I thank y'all again so very much. Y'all have a good night.